All right, guys, the developer's live stream ended like 4 hours ago. After the live stream ended, I went straight to sleep because I was so tired. But in this video, I'm pretty much going to condense the live stream for you guys so that you guys can have, a better understanding as to what's going to take place in the game in the future and for next update. So let's not waste any time and let's go ahead and hop right into the video. Now, for this portion of the live stream, they were pretty much doing a Q&A session, pretty much answering questions that the community had for the game. And the top two most important things are PvP and SSR characters. So they pretty much talked about improving the accessibility of SSR units. So they're pretty much improving the chances of us getting SSR characters that we want, which is really good because you guys remember when I did my Reflagio summons, it was absolutely pathetic. Like I spent over 100 normal summon tickets and I couldn't get a single copy on him. Like it's actually easier to get an SSR plus unit versus an SSR character, which is crazy. So they're improving that. They're going to probably implement some sort of system where we can get the SSR character of our choice a lot more easier. And I like that. I like that a lot. And they didn't really say, which update they're going to implement this new system in. They didn't really specify on that, but they just said that they're going to improve the chances of us getting the SR characters of our choice. Plus, when it comes to PvP, so they're introducing some sort of PvP mode in the game. It has something to do with you banning, like it's like a PvP mode where you get to select which characters you want to ban against whichever player you're going up against. So let's say I'm going up against another player who's in Diamond Rank, and that player is using Traumerei, they're using Punisher in Hayuri or whatever. I can decide which character that player cannot choose. So they're implementing, the pick and ban system in the game. If I skip forward right here just a little bit, you guys can see for one of their answers right here, they put PvP. So it's definitely going to be, the ban system. Now, when you look at the poll right here, this was like the poll that they had for one of their surveys. They wanted us to pretty much choose what we wanted in the game. And the least, like, a lot of people did not vote for the ban system for PvP. And, I picked it because it's very interesting. So it seems like they are going to implement it into the game. They're probably going to implement the ban system, the pick and ban system, or another PvP mode. I don't really know, but they're going to pretty much update PvP in the far future, and they're going to implement a brand new PvP mode. Now we can't forget about codes. The first code is DevLive9SEP. So make sure that you guys redeem this code. The duration is pretty long. It's from September 23rd to October 8th. So you have a long time to claim this code. So make sure that you guys claim this DevLive9SEP. You can pretty much get 30 SSR plus non-stop summit tickets, which is really, really good. Now, for this part right here, they're pretty much talking about ignition weapons and how they're updating the ignition weapon feature. And, I can't really jump into any conclusions based off of what I've seen so far because it's in a different language. But all I can say is that they're improving the ignition weapon system and, they're adding a lot of new things. Now, what's really interesting about this is Traumerei's ignition weapon set. So they put attack speed set on him. So hey, this guy is probably going to be some sort of DPS support unit because why would they put a attack speed set on Traumerei? Really interesting to me. But this is pretty much the new ignition weapon feature. Now, for this part right here is some sort of brand new alliance mode where you can pretty much go up against another alliance. As you guys can see, there's like two alliances right here, and it's like some sort of point system. So this is a brand new alliance game mode. There's not a lot of information. Like what I'm looking at right now is really confusing. Like I just see a bunch of numbers on my screen. It's just not, the information is just not clear. But as of to right now, this is definitely an alliance mode and is going to be a new game mode, which is pretty solid for alliance overall, because adding a lot of, adding new content for alliance is really good because it's going to make the game feel fresh and feel fun. So new alliance game mode, don't know when they're going to implement this, but probably second half of this year, probably November or December, who knows. But new alliance game mode. All right, now here we go. So we have Traumerei's trailer. So they pretty much showed his trailer to show his animations and his kit. So you guys can see that he has two summoned beings behind him, and these two summoned beasts, they are very, very interesting, and I'm going to explain later on in the video. But this is what his trailer looks like. It's really, really amazing animations. So hyped for this character. So when you take a look at what Traumerei can do, so two summon beasts in the background, and then this octopus right here is pretty much focusing on, dealing damage, dealing normal attack. But this frog, every single time the enemy they place a shield, the frog removes that shield. So when I go back just a little bit for you guys, so realize how the frog is doing absolutely nothing and the octopus is, dealing damage. But wait for Yurick Mazno to put the shield, and look at that. The frog instantly reacts and he removes the shield. So it's pretty obvious that this frog is a shield removing summon unit. His job is to pretty much remove shields. And look how much damage Traumerei can deal with his ultimate. So wait for him to pop it. And once he uses his ultimate, both summon beasts, they pretty like, okay, the octopus doesn't do damage, but the frog is continuously shredding shields. So let me go back just a little bit. Look at this. Crazy damage. And on top of that, frog is focusing on removing shields. So overall, like based off what I've seen so far, this is really, really good. Like the fact that he's able to shred shields is so good because shields is extremely annoying in adventure mode, especially if like Yurick Mazno, Ghost, they're really annoying when they're constantly activating that shield. And the fact that Traumerei can continuously, remove that shield is really, really good for, other DPS characters on your team. So the frog removing shields and then the octopus is pretty much there to just deal damage. So overall, I mean, he looks really, really solid, but there's probably like a lot of more things he can do. But based off of what I've seen so far, shield removal and dealing damage. Now, when it comes to his banner, so this is like the #1 thing a lot of people are looking out for. So the rates, it says right here, the chances of you getting Traumerei is 1%. And you can pretty much get some SSR soul stones. You can get some soul crystals. You can get some master keys and whetstones. Now, for the pity milestone, you can get like a chest, a selection chest that has ignition weapons. You can get 50 Shinsu whetstones. You can get a SSR plus crystal, and then you can get revolution resources. So you guys might be wondering, well, how are we going to get a copy of Traumerei if he's not even on a milestone? So you guys can see this pity counter right here. It says 88 and then 98. So max pity is 100. So once you reach, let's say 90 pity or 100 pity, I think there is soft pity, I don't know, but the max pity is 100, and every single time you get Traumerei, the pity will reset. So that is really good news because I was worried that, there wasn't going to be any pity or the pity was going to be 300. But the good news is his pity is 100. So therefore, for free-to-play players, if you have like 50,000 suspendium and up, you'll be able to get a guaranteed Traumerei. So this is really, really good for free-to-play players. Plus, you can exchange your black market tickets to get Traumerei's summon currency. So it's pretty much a 1-to-1 ratio. So every single time you trade one black market ticket, you get one ticket. You can't get 5 summon tickets for just one black market ticket. It's just one. So yeah, I'm actually really happy the fact that his pity is 100, because if they made it 300, that would be very unfortunate for free-to-play players. But 100 is really, really good. And the milestone rewards are actually pretty solid, especially the Shinsu whetstone. You need a lot of whetstones to upgrade your character's ignition weapon. So this is pretty solid. Now they also changed the animation when you're summoning for him. So you guys can see that the pity right now is 61. So after the devs, they do their summon. So they do their summon. It was 61. They got nothing but resources here. Now let me go ahead and pause it. As you guys can see, it went down to 51. So it went down to 51. The pity isn't going up, it's just going down. So once you reach like, let's say 0 pity, that's when you get a guaranteed Traumerei. But I'm pretty sure there is soft pity. But the animations are pretty cool though, and you see those all of those circles right here. If all of them are shining orange, you get a Traumerei. If it doesn't shine orange, you're not getting him. So it's currently 41 pity, and now look at this. It's currently white right now, so no Traumerei right there. And then now it's 31 pity, and then doesn't multi-summon, and then now it glows orange. When it glows orange, that is a guaranteed Traumerei. So you don't have to worry about, losing your 50-50 to another character. The only character you're getting in this event is Traumerei. So once you get Traumerei right here, this is the animation. Go ahead and skip it just a little bit. And they also went over his kit right here. We're going to talk about that later on in the video. But once you got Traumerei, as you guys can see, the pity reset to 98. So max is obviously 100. Now, this part is crazy because you guys can see there's something really different. Like in this, like there's something really different here. So for the limit break, you guys remember for limit break, once you reach like 3 green stars, you get like a 40% attack boost. But for Traumerei, you get a 40% max HP increase, 40% attack increase, and 40% defense increase. So they completely changed his limit break. It's a lot better. So for 3 blue stars, the amount of damage he deals against enemies with for a red element is 70%. And then for 3 purple stars, he gets an additional 40% max HP, 40% attack, and 40% defense. And then for 3 red stars, he gets 200 additional energy. So the only limit break tier that gave additional energy was max 5 rainbow stars. But for Traumerei, once you reach 3 rainbow stars, I mean, not 3 rainbow stars, but 3 red stars, you can get a 200 battle star energy, which is insane. So they completely changed his limit break, and it's insanely cracked. You guys remember when I made a video talking about their new rarity and that they should pretty much add additional stats since he is a new rarity unit, and that's exactly what they did. They changed his stats, and he has way more stats than an average, not an average, but he has way more stats than a SSR and SSR plus unit, and that makes him special because the more stats you have, the stronger the unit is. So yeah, his limit break is just insanely cracked. And then for the revolution, now I don't see revolution tier 7 and 8. Someone made a solid theory in my chat when I did a live stream. They said that Traumerei is probably going to have a revolution tier 7 and 8, and other characters won't have it. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't really see his revolution tier 7 and 8 over here. So I don't think revolution tier 7 and 8 is coming this update. Maybe it is, I don't know. But it's probably going to come in October instead, because they didn't really drop any details on revolution tier 7 and 8. Plus, when I come back over here to the summons, is like you guys can see that for the revolution resources, it's just tier 4 and 5. I think tier 4 and 5 or tier of 5 and 6. So they're not really showing revolution tier 7 and 8. So maybe revolution tier 7 and 8 is coming, the update after Traumerei, who knows? But his limit break is just absolutely crazy, and we pretty much have his exclusive equipment right here. Now I'm going to try to, translate his exclusive equipment and read the details for you guys. Now, unfortunately, my translator app is just so bad, but he pretty much has like attack and defense increase in his exclusive equipment, and he's also increasing. It says the scent of energy that decreases every second of Kragan and Cobalt. Those are the two summon beasts on the battlefield. So I think he's decreasing the cooldown or something like that. I don't know. But he does have attack and defense increase in his exclusive equipment, which is very interesting. Now, they also went over all the events we have. So you guys can see the SSR Plus nonstop summon event right here. And then I'm pretty sure this is the Traumerei festival event right here, and then we also have of course, Expirable Suspendium. I think this is going to be part of the new PvE game mode, the Labyrinth of Memories game mode. So, a lot of good stuff taking place next update. And when I skip over here, so you guys can see that Kaiser, you can now add her in the non-stop summon event, which is really good. And then we also have new borders, looking pretty nice. I am picking Kunadon because my Kaiser is at 3 purple stars and Kunadon is at 3 blue. And I do need, a solid yellow element DPS character. So Kunadon, I'm picking him. But of course, if you have literally 0 copies on Kaiser or 3 green stars, then I highly recommend you to pick her instead. Now, the next code is Dev SSR Plus 3. Make sure that you guys redeem this code. You can get 30 SSR Plus non-stop summon tickets. Now, in this part right here, they're pretty much showing the Labyrinth of Memories. And, there's a lot of stuff going on here. It seems like you can place buffs on your characters, and you can also place debuffs. I don't know, but you can get some normal summon tickets, which is really dope. You can also get some master keys. And I don't know what these are. I don't know what these are, but it seems like we have some sort of stamina system for Labyrinth of Memories. And, this event looks pretty interesting overall. We're going to have to wait when they officially release this in the update. But overall, this looks really, really fun. Now, they also dropped some details on the next upcoming unit, which is Albelda. Now, she is an SSR Plus unit. At first, I thought she was SSR, but once they showed her animation, let me go ahead and skip it. You guys can see that it says SSR Plus, and she is a red element support unit. So they showed, her animations right here. Has a sword, looks really, really cool. But here's what's very interesting right here, her gameplay. So she is pretty much linked to like another ally on her team, and you're gonna play it right here. So she linked herself to Yiwa, and you guys can see that Yiwa has attack increase and defense increase. So she is pretty much a buffer. She's buffing up Yiwa, and then let's wait for her ultimate right here. Actually, she does something else right here. I don't know what it is. So she has some sort of, oh wait. So when she does this AoE attack right here, you guys can see there's attack decrease, defense decrease, and swiftness decrease. That is crazy. So not only is she buffing your allies, she's also debuffing enemies. And then when she pops her ultimate, let's just wait for it. And then when she pops her ultimate right here, you guys are going to see that he pretty much increases Yiwa's swiftness. So you look at this. Now Yiwa has swiftness increase, and she has some sort of barrier. I don't know if that's Yiwa or just Albelda, but she has the swiftness increase. So as long as Albelda is linked to, another character on the team or another DPS character on the team, that unit will always have attack and defense increase. And if for her ultimate, she's just giving that unit additional swiftness. She's probably giving him something else, but based off of what I've seen so far, she has attack increase, defense increase, a swiftness increase, and she's also debuffing the enemy's shield, not shield, but defense, attack, and swiftness as well, which is pretty solid. Now, for this part right here, it seems like they're showing the hard mode of adventure mode. It seems like this is the hard mode. I'm not 100% sure, but what caught my attention was this resource right here, this material. This is probably related to us getting, the SSR character of our choice. I don't know, but this is pretty much like a new, PvE mode. And I'm guessing that this is the hard mode of adventure mode. And we can also get some rewards right here. We got whetstones, we got revolution, and we also have this box right here is probably going to be enchantment extracts. Now for this next part right here, they dropped some details on Caliban. So this guy looks like he's going to be some sort of warrior or tank unit. The fact that he's melee, he's probably going to be warrior tank. I don't know, but this guy looks really, really dope. We don't know when he's coming into the game, but I'm guessing that he is coming second half of 2024. So, they didn't drop his kit details or which element he's going to be. And the next character right here, I'm pretty sure this is an SSR character. We're going to let her animation play, but I like her character design. I like the pot right here. Reminds me of Pot of Greed, but I'm pretty sure she is an SSR unit, and her element is dark element. She is purple element. So, very interesting choice right there from Netmarble. I thought she was going to be like, you know, not dark element, but light element or uh blue element, but she is going to be a purple element. Now I don't know what she's going to do. They don't really show her class like they did for Albelda, but you guys do realize that they haven't released a blue element SSR unit since I think anniversary, not anniversary, but collaboration, which was Meliodas and Elizabeth. So we haven't had a new SSR blue element unit in a long time. So I am wondering when are they going to release a new blue element SSR character, because it's been a hot minute since they released one. And when we exclude collaboration, the last blue element SSR unit was Blanc, I think. I think it was Blanc. So we need another blue element SSR character. Now, for this part right here, they're giving us some more details on White. Unfortunately, they didn't drop his element and his kit, but they're pretty much showing his character design. Dude, this guy looks sick. Dude has wings. He looks insane. But pretty much showing details on White right here, his character design. And then we also have the continuation of the story. This is pretty much probably going to be White's backstory. But we have the continuation of the story. We have Act 9, Chapter 2. And then the next character they have is this unit right here. I think her name is DOWON. I think that's her name. But some people claim that she is, you know, a legendary hero. So a lot of people are excited for this character. She looks exactly like Shalil, but a lot cooler. So this unit is probably going to be SSR, I don't know, but really dope character. They didn't drop any details on her kit or element, but just her design, and she looks pretty solid. This is what her animation looks like as well. This character looks cool. This character looks really, really nice. Now, next part we have is, of course, code. So we have two more codes, Dev9 Thinks and TOG Step Live B. So for Dev9 Thinks, you're pretty much going to get a free SR Plus character, which is really dope. It's random. And then for the second code, you're going to get a 30 non-stop SR Plus summon tickets. And then for this last part right here, they pretty much did another Q&A. To be honest, it was just a bunch of yapping because I didn't know what they were talking about, which is unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure they also talk about other characters like Yama. I don't know, but they just they were just answering questions and that's it. So I didn't know what they were saying. So that was pretty much it for the live stream. So overall, the live stream was dope. I was really worried about Traumerei being extremely pay to win, but he's not really that pay to win. Like the fact that the max pity is 100 and it resets, and you can exchange black market tickets to get his summon currency. Really, really good news for free to play players. So minimum suspendum you need for Traumerei is 50,000. If you want to get at least one copy on him, you have to have at least 50,000 suspendium on him. I'm excluding the luck. If you're extremely lucky, you can probably get him in just one multi-summon, who knows. But you know, taking away the luck, you need 50,000 suspendum in order for you to pretty much get a guaranteed copy of Traumerei. Now, if you guys are wondering, you know, can you still get Traumerei after the update ends because he is new rarity? The answer is yes, you can still get him, but you can't select him as like your main unit. So when you go to black market, you can pretty much select which SR plus character you want to go for. But for Traumerei, you can't really select him because he is a new rarity. So therefore, the only way you can get him is if you, let's say you lose, I don't know, let's say you lose like 50-50 or something. But the thing is, you can't really lose 50-50 in black market. So they're pretty much like creating an exception where for Traumerei, he can appear in your black market summon. So if you're summoning for Kaiser, for one summon, let's say out of nowhere, you get Traumerei. So it's pretty much, you know, it's like you finding a shiny in Pokemon. Like the chance of you getting Traumerei is extremely low because it's 0.1%, which is very, very low. But the chance of you getting him in black market, 0.1%. So you might have an opportunity to get Traumerei after the update. But I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't take that as an opportunity to save up because 0.1% is a really, really small chance. So I would take the opportunity for next update to pretty much get as much copies on him as much as possible. So it says right here, after the update on September 25th, Traumerei will be included in the black market. Traumerei companions cannot be selected as companions for black market requests and cannot be obtained as SR plus bonuses. The total appearance probability of the 10th grade in the black market does not change. So he pretty much just appears out of nowhere if you're lucky. So that was pretty much it for the dev live stream, and it was dope. A lot of information, a lot of new characters. One thing I will point out is that they didn't give us any info on collaboration, because collaboration is coming, I think, November, and they didn't drop any details on collab at all. So I was hoping for them to give us some details on that, but it seems like they're saving that for another live stream, or they're just gonna save that for their dev note. Who knows? But that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. And remember, guys, if I reach 500 likes on one of my most recent videos, I will read the webtoon. So make sure that you guys hit that like button so that I can get started. I would really appreciate it. But hope you guys have a good one, and I'll be catching you guys soon. Peace.